Hey friends, it's Heather. I have another process video for My Creative Scrapbook. I am working with the main kit, which has Paige Evans' Horizon collection, and I'm starting out with this pattern paper that I liked both sides, so I am ripping it in half. That is a photo of my daughter, and I ripped it in half because obviously I liked both sides, but I wanted some separation to the top or the top third and the bottom 2/3. If you watched my unboxing video, I did a flip through the pattern papers included in the kit, and I also showed this set of chipboard frames, which I plan to paint to match. I pulled out some sprays that I've been working with while using this collection because they all really match. And my thought was to mix them with some white acrylic paint. And it works for the most part, but it certainly lightens the color a lot. And quick tip there, make sure you always tighten your sprays. Or the next time you pull them out, they will make a mess, which is what happened there. So I do realize that you add any color to white acrylic paint, it is not going to stay true. It is going to lighten it. And for I actually use them. The light pink that it turns out to be matches that pattern paper really well. And I painted two of each color. I think it turns out to be. And because I didn't get the dark shades that I was looking for, I pulled out some Delusions heavy body paint. I don't use them often, but they are super thick. They cover anything really well. The dark blue one that you'll see, I don't actually show me painting it, but I use the periwinkle blue, and then I use the bubblegum pink, which is not really bubblegum, it's dark pink, but it looks really good. The other two shimmers that you see me using is Blue Jeans, which is kind of like a periwinkle bluish color, and then Mama Sings the Blues, which is a dark navy. It matches that pattern paper really well. So there are all my finished frames. I think I don't end up using that small orange one. I did shuffle these around quite a bit, trying to figure out the placement. And my initial thought was to back them with matching pattern papers and then embellish tone on tone. Didn't quite work out that way, but I think that the way that it ended up, I'm really happy with. So if you're not planning to do tone on tone, then my goal is usually to make sure that color is distributed evenly and there isn't too much of one color, on one side or the other. You'll see a dark piece of cardstock down below underneath everything, and I'm just using that to attach the pattern papers to because I ripped them and I flipped one side. There's a little bit of a gap on the left-hand side, so I do come in with another piece of pattern paper to fill that in, which I think is a nice break between the two. And here I am just looking for some scraps. I use a couple of pieces from the cut apart pattern paper, and I embellish with the die cuts and the flowers from the die cut pack, the chipboard, and there really isn't any rhyme or reason to see there, I'm going to use that to, as like to fill the gap. There's not any other way to say it. I realized, which the thought pops into my mind every once in a while when I'm doing a layout, there's not really any connection to the title or the embellishments really to my photo or what's going on in the photo, but I have just come to the realization that I like the way that it looks, and my embellishments and my title doesn't always have to be directly connected to what's going on in the photo, and just having my beautiful daughter's face in my layouts and documenting her growth and the activities that we do is really what's important to me. So, and also just the creative time. I like putting these together. It makes me happy. So, you'll see what I end up in here in a bit with regards to my title. Like I said, it's not necessarily a title based on what's going on the photo. It's kind of just based off the products that I had, but it suits the photo. I mean, it suits the layout, I think. So I'm just pulling out some of the flowers that I might be able to use. I end up trimming some of them to sort of tuck into the frame, and I layer a couple of them in between some of the other embellishments, and these are the epoxy stickers that came in the kits. I used some of the hearts. Yeah, there I am. I'm rearranging again. I had such a hard time trying to figure out how I wanted these to lay out. I really wanted them to be sort of big to small, in a way. And then I realized I needed to find a place for my title. So I end up using a couple of words from this sticker sheet, which I was happy about. And I pull in some foam alphas from a previous Paige Evans kit. Those were not available. They're not included in the main kit, but I had them in my stash, and ends up being Live a Colorful Life. And it's not, like I said, based on my photo because there's not a lot of color going on in that photo, but I guess it's just kind of a message to her, and it's more about the layout, because the layout is super colorful, and I think it looks pretty and it makes me happy. So anyway, I hope you like watching and don't mind all the rambling. But if you haven't checked out the kits from My Creative Scrapbook, make sure you head over to their website and check out the kits that are available each month. There are 4 different kits for different styles, different looks, different projects. Super fun. And who doesn't love Happy Mail delivered right to their door? I'm using my T-ruler there just to make sure that I have everything straight. And I do go in with a little bit of journaling. Like I said, it wasn't a huge event or significant, memorable day. It was just a day with my daughter, and those are some of the most important to me anyway. It was hard to try and make sure those were straight because the word colorful is not necessarily written straight. So it was giving me a little bit of a problem. So I'm going in with some splatters with the same sprays that I used to color some of those frames, which I think is a nice finished touch to such a structured kind of design with all the square elements. I like some of the messiness, which is why I like the torn paper as well. So thank you so much for joining me and watching. I appreciate your support and all the comments and likes. It really does mean a lot to me. Thanks so much again. Have a great day. I will be back again with another video soon. Bye-bye.